While eating, Xie Sisi sorted out what happened. At this moment, she had remembered yesterday's experience. She had traveled through a book, into an old Mary Sue novel called All Men in the World Love Me, and became the #1 canon fodder female supporting role. I don't know what went wrong. She did not enter the outer gate according to the plot of the #1 canon fodder female supporting role, but was picked up by the master of Jianfeng Peak and became the 6th direct disciple of Jianfeng. Because she was too tired, she fell asleep not long after arriving at Jianfeng. At the same time, she also taught her middle-aged handsome uncle master, who seemed to be fairy-like, a lesson, and let him see what a delicate physique is. As a result, originally there were only a few masters and apprentices living on Jianfeng, and the errant disciples only came to clean regularly, and after cleaning, they had to return to the outer gate and were not allowed to stay in Jianfeng for a long time. But because of Xie Sisi, the master of Jianfeng Peak made an exception and found an errant disciple from the outer gate who lived in Jianfeng for a long time, mainly responsible for taking care of Xie Sisi's food and daily life until Xie Sisi can take care of herself. After searching around the outer sect, Huansha was chosen. Don't think that taking care of people is such a shameful thing. In fact, there are countless people in the outer sect who are fighting for the identity of this menial disciple. Apart from other things, the inner sect has rich spiritual energy. 1 day of cultivation here is equivalent to 3 days of cultivation in the outer sect. If they take good care of them, the inner sect's direct disciples will give them something at will, which is enough for them. If they can give them some advice, it will be even more amazing. And if they follow the direct disciples, they will have a greater chance of getting familiar with other direct disciples. Others will be polite to her for the sake of the direct disciples. In short, there are not only visible benefits, but also invisible benefits. There are few people who are noble and look down on these benefits. After being chosen, Huansha was so happy that she served Xie Sisi wholeheartedly. Although her cultivation level and age are higher than Xie Sisi, she has to call Xie Sisi senior sister because of her status. Oh, Xie Sisi also knows the master's honorific title, Pure Yang Zhenren, a great master in the God transformation stage. When mentioning Pure Yang Zhenren, Huansha's face is full of admiration. I heard from the elders who teach in the outer sect that although Pure Yang Zhenren is in the God transformation stage, he is the most powerful one in the God transformation stage and can suppress the elders in the God transformation stage of the Hukuan sect. The elder guessed that Pure Yang Zhenren has probably touched the threshold of the refining void stage, and he doesn't know when he broke the mirror and refined the void. Thinking of her own master's public fleecing at the disciple recruiting meeting, and the other peak masters could only bear it. Xie Sisi nodded in agreement. Master is indeed very powerful. By the way, Huansha, how is master's popularity in the sect? It's mainly the relationship between the peak masters. Huansha understood Xie Sisi's meaning in seconds and laughed awkwardly. People who are too outstanding will always feel lonely. Otherwise, there is a saying in the mortal world, called the music is too high and few people can understand it. That's the truth. Xie Sisi, I see. He's just not very popular. As expected of her master, he's so different. After dinner, Xie Sisi changed her clothes and went to see the Pure Yang master. While helping Xie Sisi dress, Huansha sighed. Senior brother Shao is really good to you. This robe is a set of clothes that Xianyuan Pavilion launched this year, and the price is very expensive. It is said that the material of the clothes is woven with the feathers of the red flamingo, which contains the blood of the fire phoenix, and several layers of formations are engraved. Wearing it can not only resist the attacks of the Jindan cultivators, but also automatically adjust the size, and is not invaded by cold and heat. Xie Sisi was stunned and lowered her voice and asked, well, does the second senior brother have a lover? Otherwise, it is hard to explain why he has women's clothes. It can't be that when the master accepted her as a disciple, he received the news and prepared it specially, right? Outside the door, I took a walk in the market, and just came back and heard that the junior sister woke up. I hurried over excitedly shouting you. Although Xie Sisi lowered her voice, as a cultivator, he was very sharp-eyed and sharp-eared. He heard every word of this sentence and his face darkened. If other brothers dared to ruin his reputation like this, he would definitely fight with them fiercely. But the little junior sister who fainted while climbing a mountain, forget it. What does a child know? She must have been led astray by adults in the mortal world. I heard that the little junior sister betrayed the little junior sister right away. From her behavior, you can tell that she is a bad-hearted person. She must have deliberately taught the little junior sister bad things. Thinking of this, I feel that the little junior sister is so pitiful. I have to take care of her more in the future. I can only say that he knows how to brainwash himself. Cleared his throat. Junior sister, second senior brother, why are you here? After a moment, the door opened with a creak, revealing Xie Sisi's chubby little round face. Shao Jianyu lowered his head. The fat girl wore cloud-patterned Louis boots, a fiery red chiffon jeanlin feather robe, a simple and playful bun on her head, and big, round grape eyes that were watery. Because she had enough sleep, her fair little face was rosy and tender, which made Shao Jianyu, an old father, know. Senior brother's heart melt. Praised. It's worth it that I bought this dress specially. Junior sister looks good in it. Is this bought for me by senior brother? Xie Sisi. Of course. Yesterday, when master accepted junior sister as his apprentice, someone sent a message to senior brother. Senior brother bought this dress for junior sister. This needs to be explained clearly, otherwise he doesn't have a lover. As he said, he leaned over and picked up Xie Sisi. You went to bed early yesterday, and there are still many things that have not been explained. I'll take you to find master and senior brother, and collect the gifts you should receive first. Xie Sisi was so scared that she grabbed Shao Jianyu's clothes and kicked her short legs. Senior brother, I'll get down and walk by myself. Although her body is a 6-year-old girl, her soul is a mature adult. She is not used to being held by a big boy like this. Shao Jianyu didn't let go. Senior brother, carry you over. Master's residence is a bit far. If you walk by yourself, what if you get tired again? The little bowl is soft and fragrant when held. I don't know how rare it is. If I don't hold it now, I won't be able to hold it when it grows into a big girl in a few years. Hearing what Shao Jianyu said, Xie Sisi stopped struggling immediately. She had read the original novel. Because the heroine had a symbol with spirit root, she was highly valued by the owner of Danfeng Peak. After entering the mountain gate, she was arranged a courtyard closest to the owner of Danfeng Peak. It only took half an hour or an hour to walk to the owner of Danfeng Peak. I think the layout of Danfeng and Jianfeng should be similar. The heroine is closest to the master of Danfeng, and it takes an hour to walk there. With her short legs, wouldn't it take her 2 hours? Besides, her yard is not necessarily the closest to the master. Since someone is willing to walk for her, she will lie down reluctantly. After more than 10 minutes, Shao Jianyu carried her to a quaint little yard and leaned over to put her down. We are here. This is the master's yard. Xie Sisi looked at the yard, then at Shao Jianyu, with dead fish eyes. Is this what you said is a bit far? Shao Jianyu didn't feel Xie Sisi's thoughts at all, and thought she was nervous. Reached out to rub her bun and comforted her. Don't worry, the senior brother is here, and the master won't mess around. Swinging the sword 10,000 times a day. Don't even think about it. What if you scare the little apprentice sister away? Xie Sisi, what kind of rude words are these? What do you mean by not messing around? You are ruining the reputation of the master. Does the master know? I am more and more curious about the eldest brother he mentioned. What kind of person can not only control the master by committing crimes, but also be respected by other apprentices?